Reese removed, quote, Chi-Town Barbie from her Instagram. Yeah, she's gone.
And the writing was on the wall. Let's be clear here. The writing was on the wall when we saw this. This let us know what time it was. This is Angel Reese's Instagram. She removed the Sky Barbie, whatever Chicago Sky thing she had in the bio, gone. All you see, Bayou Barbie. She already removed Chicago Sky.
Reese just unfollowed her own alter ego. The whole She-Town Barbie persona, gone. Wiped clean, vanished like a bad SoundCloud rapper's career. And now, league insiders are buzzing, hinting that she might be on her way out, maybe even pushing for a trade. But here's the real question. Is this about hoops and branding, or did we just witness the wildest unfollow in sports history? Because trust me, this saga makes reality television look tame.
Today, we have got to talk about the Angel Reese Chicago Sky situation because it seems to be getting uglier. Was the game that Angel Reese was suspended for the first half of the game. Now I laugh because when I first saw that news, I have never seen in professional sports ever, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, I've never seen an instance where a player is suspended for only half of the game and only specifically the first half of.
The drama in Chicago has officially gone full soap opera, minus the evil twin and the secret fling with the gardener. Angel Reese just dropped the hammer on her own persona, scrubbing Chi-Town Barbie from her Instagram bio. Yep, the nickname's gone kicked out like a freeloading roommate who never chipped in for rent.
Drama in Chicago, the plot is thickening around Angel Reese. As we know, the other day, of course, the Chicago Sky, in my opinion, sent a very limp kind of punishment towards Angel Reese. A whole half a game suspension, whole half game, after she threw her teammates under a train right before the train was coming down the tracks.
If you've been around athletes long enough, you already know when something disappears from Instagram, it's the 21st century version of filing divorce papers. No lawyers, no messy negotiations, just delete a nickname and the message is crystal clear, it's over. And that's exactly the vibe here, but let's rewind, because this Chicago Sky drama didn't begin with a bio edit. It started the moment Angel Reese crowned herself the truth and shoved the rest of her teammates straight into the recycling bin.
And Angel Reese obviously is done in Chicago. Like, she's never going to play for it. Actually, she might play this season, but she's done. She's absolutely done. Like, if I was Angel Reese, I mean this when I say this, like, I would... Because let's be real, the Chicago Sky fans have been on her side the whole time. Do they play any more home games? I think they might play another home game. But like, I would go out. I would go out and play one more game instead of going out like it seems like she's going out, which is going out just quick.
She didn't just call out her teammates, she practically lined them up, blindfolded them, and pushed them straight into traffic. No hesitation, no second thoughts, just all gas, no brakes, and the consequence for that scorched earth approach? A suspension so tiny it didn't even last as long as a single Netflix binge. That's right, the Chicago Sky decided torching your own roster was worth less than half a game.
Or disconnection shown in video evidence, man, with the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese is looking bad by the second. Now, if we take a look at this video, man, it looks like Angel Reese is just done with the Chicago Sky, done with everything that involves the Chicago Sky. I mean, she looked like she is ready to go, man.
Half a game. That's it. Picture robbing a bank and the judge saying, "We'll ban you from Uber Eats for a single night." That's not punishment, that's a snack break. It's the equivalent of grounding a teenager but still letting them keep the Wi-Fi password. The suspension was so flimsy, fans started wondering if Chicago Sky management was terrified of ending up in Angel Reese's subtweets. Naturally, the reaction exploded. Some fans were screaming to airlift Reese out of Chicago, immediately claiming the city's too soft, too political, too messy. Others were furious the discipline wasn't harsher. Because here's the truth, you can't publicly trash your teammates and then expect them to set hard screens or deliver crisp passes. Sports run on trust. And once that's broken, the whole thing starts looking less like professional basketball and more like a middle school group project where one kid does all the work while the others argue over who gets to pick the PowerPoint theme. And let's be real, Nobody's eager to pass the ball to someone who might roast them in the next press conference.
The NBA executive said Chicago Sky are the worst run organization in the league and that Angel Reese should demand a trade. She needs to get the hell out of there. Chicago is probably the worst run organization in the league. You're going to suspend your best player because she's putting pressure on you to get better. That was embarrassing to see. Shout out Kurt Miller. Shout out Kurt Miller. Like, I think everybody knows who this was. This was Kurt Miller. And why this was Kurt Miller? Kurt Miller is trying to get Angel Reese to Dallas. And Dallas have the assets to get Angel Reese. Like, I was thinking about it and I'm like, I just realized they actually do because Louisa Geisel-Suter is on.
And just when things couldn't get any messier, Angel Reese decided to take a shot at a legend, Courtney Vandersloot. Yes, that Courtney Vandersloot, one of the most respected names the game has ever seen. Basically the rookie intern waltzing into the office and saying, "Move over. I'll run this company better than the CEO. You don't go after legends unless you're ready for the entire league to turn on you out of pure loyalty." And of course, league executives couldn't resist tossing gasoline on the fire. Some didn't hold back, flat out saying Reese isn't the type of player you can build a championship team around. That doesn't exactly scream franchise cornerstone. Then another exec flipped the script, taking aim at Chicago Sky management instead, calling their soft suspension downright embarrassing. Cause let's be real, letting Reese torch her teammates in public, then benching her for less than a full game doesn't exactly inspire confidence. By that logic, Chicago isn't just mishandling a star, they're running the entire franchise like a group project, where everyone suddenly remembers the deadline at midnight. But the biggest twist? It wasn't the suspension, and it wasn't an executive quote either.
And Angel Reese doesn't actually even end up doing warm-ups. She has her little like back warmer brace thing around her warm-up gear. She didn't even have her hair tied up. She was just kind of chilling. And she didn't play in the first half. And then after the first half, we get this announcement. So you guys, this is actually in the middle of the game. She has never entered the game yet. We get this announcement. It says, after serving a suspension during the first half of tonight's game versus the Las Vegas Aces, Angel Reese has been ruled out for the second half due to a back injury for the team. I'm laughing because it's just all so comical. She knew that she was not going to play the second half of the game. Whether the team wanted her to or not, she wasn't going to play. Am I saying that she's faking a back injury? Not necessarily.
No, the real plot twist wasn't a suspension, it was Angel Reese's Instagram overhaul. Dropping Chi-Town Barbie isn't just a style choice, it's the athlete's universal code for, I'm about to ghost this team harder than an ex right after Valentine's Day. Social media scrubbing is the modern smoke signal of unhappiness. First comes the bio edit, then the disappearing photos, and before long fans are tracking flights and making welcome to Dallas edits before a trade is even official. And speaking of Dallas, the rumors are already flying Reese could want to join forces with Paige Buchers. That's headline gold, but league execs aren't exactly eager to import chaos like it's some luxury brand. One even flat out said she needs to get out of Chicago, which might be the understatement of the year. After all, the Sky were voted the worst run franchise in a recent player poll, and when you're neck and neck with the Connecticut Sun for the league's most chaotic crown, something's seriously broken. Because let's be honest, suspending your star for calling her teammates garbage isn't leadership. That's crisis management dressed up as amateur improv. And the twist? Chicago might actually be better off without Reese. Camila Cardoso is right there, ready to take the spotlight. She's got the size, the skill, and the motor to put up 20 and 12 on any given night. All she needs is the freedom.
She's not getting involved at all, not smiling, not smacking her buns, any of that. She is just chilling in the back, man. Chilling in the back. Not trying to be involved at all. Now, some people who don't necessarily pay attention to Angel Reese's off-court or extracurricular activities, you might think, well, man, she just chilling. Is he? What? I don't see anything wrong. Man, Angel Reese is one of, if not the biggest.
Right now it feels like she's trying to take flight while someone's pulling her wings and it's just not working. Pair Camila Cardoso with Caitlin Clark running the point, and suddenly you've got a nightly highlight reel. Picture Clark stacking up a dozen assists while Cardoso racks double-doubles like Costco samples. That's the chemistry Chicago's missing. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is still battling her own game issues. For all the hype about her brand and marketability, the flaws are plain to see. Sure, she can take over spurts, but then she'll blow layups that should be automatic. There are real gaps that need work, but instead of putting in the grind, the spotlight keeps shifting to Instagram edits and off-court drama. And here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with building a brand. Plenty of stars do it. The problem is when the brand overshadows the actual game. If Reese really does push for a trade, half the league might think twice before even picking up the phone. The funniest part? Social media practically writes the script. Reese deletes a nickname, and suddenly fan bases everywhere are pumping out photoshops of her in their team colors. Twitter detectives start tracking flights, convincing themselves she's already on her way to Dallas, Atlanta, or wherever the rumor mill spins next. Forget contracts, cap space, or actual basketball fit. Once the Instagram bio changes, the trade machine goes into overdrive.
Nasty work out here. Angel Reese continues to be flat out diabolical to the Chicago Sky. They thought they could suspend her, and she has turned this thing upside down on the entire franchise. This is crazy. She refused to play in the game today versus the Las Vegas Aces. She's done for the season. She's not gonna lace back up for the Chicago Sky. Angel Reese has officially...
Chicago might actually come out ahead. Sometimes, taking away a problem is the best upgrade. Kamilla Cardoso is ready to step in, and the franchise has a chance to rebuild around players who don't torch their teammates in public. Maybe they climb out of the league's worst-run basement and start fresh. For Angel Reese, leaving could be her best move too. A clean slate, new city, new fans, fewer distractions, but how she exits will define her legacy. Do it gracefully, and she's fine. Do it messy, and the Chi-Town Barbie drama could follow her like a shadow. Either way, we're watching the opening chapter of something much bigger. The half-game suspension, the public teammate takedown, the Instagram bio deletion, it all signals an inevitable split. This isn't a rumor, it's the WNBA's version of a high-profile breakup everyone saw coming. And if you thought deleting Chi-Town Barbie was dramatic, wait until trade rumors turn into reality. That's when the real fireworks ignite. And the chaos multiplies once the fans join in. Forget calm, rational basketball talk on the internet, logic steps aside, and wild imagination takes the wheel.
At least that's what it appeared to be in tonight's game, in the final matchup between the Las Vegas Aces and the Chicago Sky. We got defeated, we got blown out of the water as Chicago Sky fans. We just met up with them just the other day on Sunday. We lost by 14 points. Today, this game concluded with the Vegas Aces being on top with 92 points. We were only able to put up 61 points. Yeah, we did worse than what we did on...
The second Angel Reese ditched Chi-Town Barbie from her bio, it felt like the world tilted on its axis. Chicago fans instantly split into two camps, the Good Riddance crew and the This City Doesn't Deserve Her squad. Both sides were shouting loud enough to wake Al Capone himself. On one hand, you had the diehards saying, "She's toxic, let her walk." Build around Cardoso, she's the future. These fans were already photoshopping visions of Kamilla Cardoso linking up with Caitlin Clark like some Destiny's Child 2.0 sequel. The second Reese leaves, Chicago magically becomes a dynasty. Optimism? Maybe. Delusion mixed with pure spite? Definitely. And of course, the meme factories went into overdrive. Within minutes, Twitter was packed with side-by-side chaos. Reese's empty Instagram bio next to divorce papers, the Chicago Sky logo next to a dumpster fire, and Kamilla Cardoso soaring with angel wings toward Caitlin Clark.
Listen, things is getting wild out here. It's wild work. It's wild. Angel Reese was supposed to play today, and I'm gonna play you the clip of head coach Tyler Marsh talking to the media before the game started. And he said she looked good in warm-ups, everything is good, she is good to play today. And all of a sudden, Angel Reese told them again, nope.
The trade machine crowd was peak entertainment. Suddenly, every team in the league became a potential landing spot. Dallas perfect chemistry with Paige Buchers. Washington Mystics, hello. Homecoming vibes. Indiana Fever, imagine pairing her with Caitlin Clark. Brilliant idea, or total disaster. Someone even threw the Las Vegas Aces into the mix, because why not add a little gasoline to an already hot dynasty? Of course, these scenarios ignored minor details like money, chemistry, and reality trivialities in the world of internet speculation. Meanwhile, actual WNBA executives were probably sipping coffee, exhaling, and quietly hoping no one calls them to deal with this drama. Already said, Reese isn't the kind of player to build a championship around. If you're chasing a ring, why invite a circus? Chicago has its own problems, and Angel Reese isn't even necessarily at the top of the list. Pairing her with Caitlin Clark in Indiana could be either a fireworks show or a complete meltdown. The Mystics might roll with her. DC politics thrives on chaos anyway. Wherever Reese lands, the story follows. The question remains, can she be more than just a brand? Can she actually focus on basketball enough to make the baggage worth it? Or is this just a long-term reality show disguised as a career?
Got on here to say one thing. I'm laying in the bed and I am scrolling and I just realized, did y'all know that Angel Reese took the Chicago Sky out of her bio? So do we think Angel Reese is going to pull a DB? Do you think she's just never going to show back up? Because that's what it's feeling like. Because I really feel like she faked that back injury. Well, not faked it, but maybe over-exaggerated it. Because she's like, fuck it. I'm done playing for y'all. Y'all don't got my back. I don't want to be here. It's giving DB. It's giving DB. And you know what I want for Angel? I want for her to go find a team that appreciates her. Because, babe, the Chicago Sky right now, with the team that y'all have, other than Camila, I mean, y'all don't have any players on there that are selling tickets. Okay? People are going to see the Chicago Sky for...
With Reese out of the picture, Camila Cardoso finally steps into the spotlight she's been waiting for. She's not just a supporting player, she's built to put up 20 and 12 night after night. Pair her with Caitlin Clark, and the league might not be ready for the kind of stat sheet domination that would follow. Sometimes, losing one star really is a win for the team. Reese's exit could be the Sky's silver lining, but let's not forget about Reese. She's not going quietly. Every post she deletes, every cryptic emoji, every subtle move keeps the fire burning. This isn't just a player managing her profile, it's a masterclass in controlling the narrative. Executives might secretly respect it. Even while suspended, even while scrubbing Instagram, she's commanding attention and dominating headlines. The catch? If she wants the spotlight, the league expects her to deliver on the court, not just online. Otherwise, this saga risks looking more like a reality show than a professional career. Which brings us to the inevitable. A trade feels less like speculation and more like fate. The half-game suspension fractured the locker room. The Instagram bio deletion was the ultimate breakup text. Executives are already speculating. Fans are picking sides. Chicago's franchise is too messy to patch this up. Reese knows it, the Sky knows it, the league knows it. Now it's just a question of where and when this story will land.
It was brought to my attention that Angel Reese took the Shy Barbie out of her Instagram bio, so I'm messy. So you know I had to go look, and she absolutely did. So I'm not sure what's going on or what the plan is. But if you watched the game last night with the Sky versus the Aces, you would know that Angel Reese did not play at all. And you could tell the tensions were high. Like, it was awkward. And Angel Reese did not look happy, did not look like Angel Reese at all. Personality, you could just tell, checked out. And you know what? I don't believe.
Here's the twist. Even if she gets traded, the story doesn't end. It just moves to a new city. Wherever Angel Reese lands becomes the new stage, and her Instagram bio becomes the unofficial scoreboard. Is a fresh start to quiet critics and elevate her game, or will she carry the chaos with her, turning another locker room into a circus? Either way, we're all watching, popcorn in hand, because this drama outshines most Netflix series right now. And let's be real, this is the WNBA, a league that craves attention, engagement, and storylines. Like it or not, Reese delivers all three. She's polarizing, unpredictable, and keeps everyone talking. Love her or hate her, she's commanding your attention, something most players can't claim. In a sense, the drama is the point. So here we are, Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Chi-Town Barbie, is officially Barbie no more. The half-game suspension, the slap on the wrist that shook the league. The Instagram deletion, the silent mic drop that had everyone buzzing. Executives are whispering, fans are losing it, and Chicago is spinning. Whether she stays, whether she leaves, whether she thrives or falters, one thing is certain. This saga isn't over, not even close.